Hi, this is Steve Smith, and a lot of people ask the question, what is 2414 or what is the 2414 Coalition? How do other ministries fit into that or not? And especially one network called No Place Left, how does that all fit in? So today I wanted to just take a few minutes to explain to you on this highly technical, professionally drawn map here what 2414 is, because East-West and another organization beyond had a key role in starting 2414 in the middle of the year 2017. 2414 is a coalition of individuals, organizations, churches, networks that are committed to basically four things. And I put them up here. They're committed to reaching the unreached. So the focus of this coalition is not to reach already reached areas by doing other ministries that build on top of reaching a people group. That's not the focus of 2414. So they focus on unreached. Second is doing that through church planting movements, because we believe that's the most biblically effective and quick way, really, to reach a whole population group like a city or people group. So reaching the unreached, second, through movements. And third, doing so with urgency. So we have a real sense of trying to get to every unreached people in place by the year 2025 with at least an engagement of a team on the ground that is committed to starting a CPM in that place by God's grace. So we want to focus on the reached through movements with urgency. And then fourth, collaborating together, sharing what we're learning so that we're not doing it in isolation. That way we can really figure how we're doing toward that 2025 deadline of engaging every unreached people in place with a CPM strategy. So how do other organizations connect to that? Because I've made this circle, that's 2414, a dotted line, because it's really a network or a coalition or a movement. It's really a commitment of people and organizations committed to these four things. So I put a lot of individuals that are a part of this that may or may not be connected to an organization out there. But there's some organizations that pretty much what they're doing lines up with those four criteria, and East-West would be one of them. We might do a few things outside of that 2414 world, but most of our efforts are focused on those particular things. The same thing would be true of another organization called Beyond. There's a lot of folks in the North American region especially who are committed to something called No Place Left. And No Place Left would be pretty much doing the same things but using a particular methodology for their CPM strategy. Whereas there might be others that are using a slightly different methodology for their CPM strategy. But No Place Left would be a network that's really primarily within that 2414 commitment, working together. There's some large organizations, let's say Crew, for example, that have committed part of their organization to work within these circles here of 2414, and many other of their ministries that are not doing that. And that's one thing that's very important to understand. 2414 is not meant to be everything in the mission world. It's a subset of the mission world. There are other organizations and ministries out there, for instance, people doing humanitarian work like orphanage care, or maybe Bible translation, which are also essential ministries, but they're not really what 2414 is trying to do. Another thing to realize is that there are some ministries that don't fit in, but there's also geographies that are outside of North America that are also very much a part of this 2414 coalition. We have a very large Africa CPM network that's primarily a part of 2414, a very large South Asia CPM network, and there's many others I could list here. But more than anything, what I want you to realize is that 2414 is more a collection of CPM practitioners, a network of CPM practitioners, more than simply a network or coalition of organizations. So when you hear these terms thrown out there, think of 2414 as a commitment to reach the unreached through movements with urgency, collaborating together. And it's a coalition of groups and individuals that are committed to those types of ideals. Some organizations like East-West will be very much within the center of that commitment. Others will be partly committed. And there will be some other networks that are very loose, like No Place Left, that are part of it, but they're more geographically located. And this 2414 is a whole global movement encompassing every continent. I'm thrilled that East-West is really helping to lead the charge in this 2414 commitment. And I appreciate you, just the prayers that you guys give us. We really want to see his kingdom come fully here on earth as it is in heaven. May God bless you.